Hello, this is Dorie Hruska with Forever Quilting. I wanted to share with you this little baby quilt that I started working on. It's got some large shapes in it, a little bit of minky, and instead of doing like an overall design, I think I'm going to do some custom work. So to start with, I'm going to use my plastic, roll it out over my quilt top, use my dry erase marker, and come up with a quilting plan. So this baby quilt is only about 42 inches square. The blocks and the borders are like 4.5, 2.5. This one here is 3.5. It's kind of got some odd sizes to it. So of course my first thought was to put some kind of a grid on it. But since the blocks aren't really divisible and that grid work would probably take a little too long, I'm going to decide something different. I think I can quilt this quilt in 3 passes. So if I just work on this area here for the first pass, I think I can figure out how to do it all continuous. First thought I had was to do some type of ribbon candy in these blocks here. Kind of treat them like little borders. This here is the minky. So I want to keep that kind of fluffy. I don't really want to quilt it down very much. It's got some great texture to it. So instead of doing like a ribbon candy by itself, maybe do it into hearts instead. So everybody knows our ribbon candies go like this. Okay, our hearts would do the same thing, but you'd create a heart on top, heart on bottom, heart on top, and keep going. So it adds a little bit more fun designs to it. Okay, so I think in order to get the corner to have a heart in each corner, go ahead and put my heart there, and then come back and do the other hearts and see where I would end up. So I'll end up down here. That puts about 1 inch, I think. Yeah, this is a 6-inch block, so it puts like little 1-inch wedges. So if I go ahead and mark these borders with a 1-inch line, dividing it into 1 inches, then I think that would work and kind of give me a guideline to go by. Now in the block here, or this border here, I think I want to do some squares, just continuous squares, kind of more of a modern design. And then in the yellow ones, I'm going to do some type of connecting design, maybe a bracket or a loop. So now my thought is, how do I make that continuous? So let's go ahead and draw in our hearts. Of course, when you're planning this out, you don't have to draw every one of them. I think I got off on that one. Let's go back here. It's the great thing about dry erase markers. You can just erase and go again. There, ended up down there. My squares will be something like this, just little boxes. And keep going all the way over. And then if we wanted to do a loop in here, kind of mimic those little circles. Sounds fun. Okay, so I think too, if I need to do a little bit of ditch work around this border, if I start down here and do some ditch work, going all the way around my border, I could come in here and do my hearts all the way around, come down this ditch and come in and do my squares all the way across here, continue my ditch work, do my loops, do some more ditch work, hearts going around, squares going back over here, ditch down to here, do my loops, keep ditching. Now I'm back to where I started. I can come up do these loops, my square boxes, and my hearts. And I've gotten all the way across the quilt. Since I've done these little boxes in here, I think that's actually what I'm going to do in the outer border also, which will be easy to start and stop in the binding area. So that's the plan. Let's get to quilting.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel on YouTube so you don't miss the next video coming out soon.